All right, we're in the Pacific Cup. It's at Century Harbor. I'm in my odd account, and I'm playing. I'm gonna do a pro qualification round just to see where the shots are at. So I think let me pay the entry fee and get locked in here before I screw that up and end up in the wrong. I will play just the round here just so we can see what the holes look like. But I'm pretty sure Century Harbor. Let me go back here. 1v1 Tour 9. Is it Tour 7? Century Harbor. So I've been playing my 77 account. I've been playing Tour 7, and it's got Century Harbor in it. And I've been playing down there with Marlin. So depending on which way the wind is going, I should be able to play with the Marlin here. But I think there's a couple of the holes that with the Marlin, you might be relegating yourself to 3. But if they're playing with the Marlin, then I'm gonna play every hole with a Titan, or excuse me, with a Katana. Let's see what ball I have. So I say that I might be playing it with a Quasar. How many Quasars I got? I got 61 Quasars. So I got 32 Katanas. So I'm gonna play every hole with a Katana. We'll just play it consistent out like that. I have no idea, so I'm just gonna play it. I'm not gonna look at the holes or anything. I'm just gonna play like we're out playing one-on-one, and I'm gonna try and win every hole out on the course. This is where you were out where you were playing, like going to a shootout was kind of fun because you were actually playing to try and win chests, and you had the opportunity to win a chest and get a practice round on one of the par 3s for a bonus. I have no idea why that went away. If people wanted to hurry, all they had to do was forfeit. That's all they had to do. All right, let's play. Let's play. And I'm going to try and take, I don't know if it'll work. I'd like to take that bag right there on every hole. But I think there's a couple of the holes that I really need a Goliath. That might be the bag right there. I think that is going to be my primary bag that I use. Here we go. We'll see what we can get done. Now the whole goal here is to play minimum score, and if we can put ourselves in the right spot to get something, we put ourselves in the right spot. But if we didn't, just get up on the green, get the minimum score, and move on. We don't want to drop. We want to come in with at least a 12 and not having picked anything up. So we got to play that stuff smart. Now I saw my opponent yesterday. I was like, you can hit out to this area, which is where most people hit, and I was hitting right out here to front, but they actually rough bumped it out over on the other side, and their angle was really, really nice to the cup, and it didn't look like they had to work that hard to get out to that spot. Like it wasn't an overpower shot. They were rough bumping it out. Maybe they were doing overpower, or maybe they just had it off to the side and they were rough bumping it out like that. And like distance wise, if I can get out there, that's actually not that bad. 6.3 divided by 1.5, 4.2 rings. There's 425. Who's counting? Hitting it perfect. We'll see if that was enough of a pull. I didn't add on anything. I didn't take anything off. Just rough bumping it out there. Now I think distance wise, like from the cup, that if you hit all the way to the right, all the way down to the end, you're closer. And the spot that I've been laying up to, which was straight up front, might even be just slightly closer. But I think you've kind of taken the sand out of play, where you might be able to get a run up at the cup, where you can start at the bottom and run up the channel to the cup, as opposed to involving this hill and having to run down. We'll see. We'll see what the deal is. I have no idea. What did I bring for a secondary club? I think I have a Cataclysm. For that particular shot, I probably should have brought my sniper because it would have worked. It would work down in that hole very well if I'm in that club. It's got to be a wood. It's got to be. See, I'm moving it, and it's the tail's not catching. There's kind of a spot right there. 7.2 divided by Cataclysm at max is 1.8. 4 rings plus some. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 4 and a third. Hitting it perfect. We'll see. We'll see if that was even close. You can't tell. There's so much shit. That ball's moving so much. I don't know that that'd be a shot that I want to take on a regular basis, but just dicking around. We could have easily got on the green and recover and just got our minimum score. So just like seeing what our options were. That would have been a better deal with a sniper. Would have had better ball guide. Part of the long was the ball guide situation. Yeah, this screen's got some difficult angles on it. Ooh. Oh, that's brutal. 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 That was not what they wanted to see happen. Especially that. And then they did that. All right, what is hole number 2? We're just gonna play one hole after the next. This is the bouncy hole, and this hole right here is definitely APOC. 1.1 times whatever the wind is. That wind works. That wind works. Should be APOC 2 rings off, like 3 backspin. I do not want to bounce off that island. I do not want to do the bounce, did he bounce to get on the green over water every time. Every bounce has got to be right. What I'd really like to do is come out here with a rocket and get on the green and backspin that sucker, but there's a backboard and you can get in a little trouble even doing that, I think. I don't know that you could get up there with a rocket, even if you brought out a big power ball. I don't think that you could. Maybe with overpower. I really don't want anything to do with this hole, but we got to play it. Oh, that dog will hunt. And I think we're in the... I'm going to do a 10%. It seems like in one-on-one I've been doing like a 10%. I'm not sure that that's right, but it probably needs to be more. Okay, it can be 2 rings off. And it's like 3 backspin. 3.5. 3.5 backspin. 5.9 divided by 1.5. 4.32 rings. And I guess I'll push them out. Okay, there's 4.32. Getting it perfect. We'll see where it comes in there. Like right there, you can see like I underpulled it. I barely got onto that, and there was a slight bit of forward moving wind, and it did push me. Probably should have did like a 20-25%. On that side right there, if you come in when the ball rolls down that hill, it rolls farther off to the right, so it pulls away from the cup. But if you're on the other side, just like right on the other side, it'll roll up and it will roll down, but it rolls down pretty sharp and you can catch it. All right, we have a shot on that one. Although that is a hole that I have made hole-in-ones on, but that's definitely a hole that I think a lot of people are going to get in trouble on. So I want to play it safe. I need to make sure that I have as few bounces as it takes to get to the cup. And I'd rather bounce over all of that shit that's down there in one bounce than to do it in two. Why do it in two when you could get it done in one? Hole number 3. What is hole number 3? Hole number 3. All right, we're out playing one-on-one. Are we playing? I might be. Let me make sure I don't. I don't think I've won anything. Let's make sure I have an empty slot because we really want to. We'll clear one just in case I forget. So I got 2 empty slots. Let's go really try and win every hole. I'm not prepared. I don't have the right stuff, but I can swap my bag out and we'll just go for it. Let me look at that little picture right there and see if I can gain any wisdom. I think. Man, I don't even remember. Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to drive out into the rough. If we have the right kind of wind, I'm going to drive as far as I can out into the rough, which would be my extra mile, and drive it as far as I possibly can into the rough. I think especially from the pro tees, you're going to see a lot of people mess up on this hole where they try and lay it up here at the top and they overshoot it and they end up in the rough, and then you can give yourself if you're way up there you can get over, but then you've still got a lot of work to do to get the shot done. Getting down there is risky. My opponent's doing exactly what I'm doing. They're just trying to hit into the rough. Now my opponent might have brought out bigger stuff. Let's see. I'm going to make sure I get as far down there as I possibly can. 5-8, 4 rings of 6. I'm going to put the forward moving wind back on. Try and get down there as far as I can. Like 1 ring great to the left, and that won't affect that shot at all. If that does affect the shot, then the shot wasn't going to work to begin with. Now, I might be in trouble if I'm behind that wall. I didn't realize that wall was there. And I could be in a spot of bother. That wall looks like it is in play. I tapped it. So, you don't want to be on top. You don't want to be on the edge of that. You want to be on top of it. I'm not sure you can roll through to get on top with those fucking signs that they have there. Those signs might be in play as well. It seemed like my opponent earlier hit, and the sign wasn't in play on the second shot, but I'm not sure that it wasn't in play. Like if you hit it, like it wouldn't make you come to a stop. I'm in trouble. Yep. Wow. I can't hit over it. And this is really the best shot that you have. It's not a bad looking deal. .9 6.9 divided by 2, 3.45 rings. I'm gonna do 3.5. If I was gonna hit it great, that was the better side, but that was like a 2-ring great. Close. Would have been closer on a perfect. I think it would have came through there too fast though. Maybe. Some of these holes will hold a ball coming in a little hot, and some of them the ball just bounces right out. Can never tell which way it's going to go. All right, did we get minimum score? And I went for it. I got lucky. I think I kind of feel lucky that that wall wasn't in my way, because I definitely hit it. Exit. All right, I did get the minimum score. Coming out of the first 3 with just the minimum score, it looks like minimum score is going to be the tour of the day here. All right, so what do we have on this one? What do we have on this one? I think if I remember correctly on this one, we just need to get it over to that island. It's like 4 topspin. And I'm not sure, I don't even think it's at max club. Well, I think in this account it would be at max club. And this would be one of those ones where I do x divided by 1.5, 1.1 times. All right. They've got like 5 topspin on. You see where their extra mile's hitting. I'm bleeding it out. I want to be, if you start at the bottom of that, which is on the left, and go towards the green, I want to be about 2/3 of the way, so that I have like a 1 2-ring grate to the right and a 3-ring grate on the left, and still end up in that. I don't care where I end up out there on that island, as long as I end up on that island. Now there is a second shot problem, and I think I really need to have a Goliath here. But with this wind, I'm probably going to be shooting with, and this ball, I'm probably going to be shooting minimum wood. What is my wood in this bag? Cataclysm. All right. All right. I think it's like 4 topspin. It'll be 4 rings off. 6.1, 6.1, 4.47 rings, 4.5 rings. Just hit it perfect. I'm hitting it perfect. El Prefecto. And it seems like this second shot is a 10% as well. You can see they're right in between clubs right there, and they can't work out the wind with the sniper, but they can with the Goliath. And I think they got a little bit of distance on me, so I may not have that little window. It seemed like it was just like a half a back, or not even a half, like a sliver of backspin. 5.5 wind divided by 1/8, so less than 3 rings. $3, $4, $5, $4, some change. Close. Very close. I don't think I'm going to have the window. I think I'm just a little further back. I don't know that I have it. Ooh, I do have it. I do. It is 5.5 divided by 1.8, 3.36 rings. And I think it was just this. And the side spin allowed me to move it over 3.36 rings. Okay, there's the 3.6. There's 1, 2, 3 rings. Isn't it perfect? We'll see if I got my pull right. I like where that bounced. I like. In the hole. That was a 10% straight up, right at club, max club. 1.1 times 5.5 divided by 1.8. All right, picking one up, just playing. Just playing. Not gonna look. I'm gonna play. Hold on, I'm gonna take a safety break. All right, I'm ready. I have no idea what this hole is, but I am ready for it. What is this hole from the picture? Is this that janky ass par 3? Man, I can't. This one seems like it's a 10% as well, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure which club I'm going to be in. Like this might be a better shot with a sniper. I think I am in. I am absolutely not sure what club, or even where I'll be hitting this, if this is the hole I'm thinking of, and it looks like it might be. It's the camel. It doesn't look like a camel right there, but once you get out there, you can see its hump. It's right in front of you. Smacks you in the face. See? Doesn't look like a camel. There's no camel there. There's somebody watching there looking around there like, I still don't see the camel. Hold on, it hasn't appeared yet. It's an optical illusion. Like, this is a losing proposition right here with a quarterback. If you were going to do this, bring out your rocket. If you had an upper developed rocket where it has all of its backspin, and then you have everything you could look at. There's a rough bump that you can do from right up there that gives you a much, much better look at it. There's actually a shot from down below that's not too bad. But see, look, right there, there's the camel off to the left. You missed him. Here, I'll show him to you. I'll show him to you. For all of you that haven't seen him, all right, I'll show you the camel. See that? See right there? There's his hump. APOC. Let's do this with the rock. Hey, goddammit. This is where you'd want to know your spin. Max backspin. 2 side spin. Can I get any tighter than that? 6.7 times 6.7 divided by 737. Hey, I'm lucky that I hit it great, but I'm not sure I hit it great enough. Whew. Man, I'm lucky I hit it great because I didn't pull it right. I didn't pull it near enough, and if I hadn't hit it great, I think I would have been in trouble. Look at that, just dicking around. That shot would have been like if you were out there playing. That shot is actually not that bad, but I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not sure that I needed more backspin. I'm not so sure my Cataclysm wouldn't have been a better club. It might have more backspin than my Sniper. I do have a Guardian, but it doesn't have as much ball guide, so it does have more backspin, but I don't get the lead to the cup. It's only got 3.9 versus 4.5, and anything over 4 is your tits. I mean, 4.2, anything over 4 is that shit that's flattened out at the end. That's why you take a Thorn, and you can get ball guide when a max backspin shot. When a lot of clubs you can't get on a max backspin shot, you can't see what direction it's coming off, but you can with a Thorn because it's got 4 or 5 ball guide. All right. We'll just go play it. Hole number 6. What is hole number 6? Now, I got a little key here. We got, I remember this hole. One of these holes, it seems like I needed to take something off. Like I needed to take off 10%. And I'm not so sure that it wasn't this hole. Like I had some pretty good looks at them in rookie. If I can get to the same spot in pro, and I'm pretty sure I can. So instead of trying to deal with all that, what I'm going to do is come up here and put everything I have on it and get up there as far as I can, right where I'm like biting the deal, and give myself a ring. And then 5, 7. 4 rings is 6. I'll just move it out 5. Make sure I got any distance that I'm picking it all up. Getting it perfect. And see where that puts me. Because like it might wash me out all the way at the very end and I end up in the rough, but that's perfect. I did lose some distance by going through the rough there with that one bounce, but I actually think that might not be a bad spot for the rough bump. Where's my distance? Now I'm back a little bit farther. I needed to be, I could still be on that plane, but if I was right here as opposed to right where I'm at. So I don't think I'll have the shot at the rough bump. And it won't let you bring out your driver. Not when you're out in the field. And I'm not sure I switched bags, so I probably don't have my Cataclysm in here. So I don't have the biggest hitting one that I have. What kind of rookie move is that? I should just play non-stop with that one bag. That's what I'm playing one-on-one with, is that bag. I was trying to do that bridge right there. They got over nicely. They got over. Yeah, I'll just have to recover. Could still go for it. Let's try that right there. 5-9. I'm going to take off. I'm going to do 5-4. And there's 5-4. Oh fuck, and I hit it 2 rings straight to the left. 2,000 rings straight to the left. And to be honest with you, on this shot right here, it could still go in. If it catches the green, it'll roll down to it, and we could still have a yeehaw. It was actually on track to it. Just didn't have enough. I wish that we could go to shootouts right here, because this is a great opportunity to come out and like show your shit on Century Harbor. Why did they take that away? What was the reason for that? People were bitching that it was they had to. We got to play these shootouts, and we just want to play the next hole. And I forfeited to a lot of people, and people would get pissed off. Hey, I was always respectful. If I went first, I forfeited. We're done. If you went first, I let you take your shot because you might have been out here, you might really want to practice, and then I would forfeit. So I was really respectful about how I forfeited and stuff, but I forfeited all the time. That's how I got shit. I must have forfeited 1,500, 2,000 matches. Trying to speed up tournament play. I was giving back to the community, but I actually felt good about it because I was giving back to the community. I was helping people out. Shit. Some of those people might have been strapping for the deal, and a chest is a chest. Is a chest. Any chest. I know on my low level account, a chest with a fucking kingfisher and a big topper would be really nice. Like, how hard can that be? I did win a Horizon in the tournament chest. It was a big deal. Big. Alright, hole number 7. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. These holes are in Tour 7. Right now, I should be playing Tour 7. I'm going to play my 77 account this week and see if I can get it up because I'm going to take it up the scale so that if I want to play, if Denner and I can play any, we can go out there and demo a pro or an expert. We can practice around or whatever. We can play around sight unseen. I have been playing these from the second tee, so from the third tee you're going to lay it up, and then you still got a shot to get up there. But you got to bring the right stuff. Big Dog or a Cataclysm works really well. APOC 6 with a Power 5 ball. Power 5 topspin boost ball. I'm going to do it with a Katana. And that wind is difficult because this hole has ate my lunch. The wind down is way downhill to the first bounce. So that ball is carrying a mile. Like your ball guide is lying. And your ball guide's like, man, it's carrying so far. I'm just going to pick a spot right here. Because it is carrying a mile. Like, they were not near that far down there. I carried all the way. I mean, even from the rough right there, that's a great shot. That's still a nice shot. That shot'll work. That shot, hey, that'll work. That dog will hunt. That dog will hunt. I need a, and if I do overpower and that, you would think that I have a mile down there, but like I'm not sure that I do. Seven 5. It's a whole ring set. I'm gonna put the wind back in. I'm going to do a little bit of overpower. There's max. I'm going to do like half. One ring great to the left. Let's see if I can get up on that side. I may not be as long as them, but if I can stay on that side, I might just clear the tree. Just cleared the tree. Just cleared it. Just cleared it, and it seemed like this hole was like minus 10%. I'm gonna do I really don't want to do any adjustment at all, but man, it just seemed like we were taking something off. I'm gonna take off 5%. 0.95 times whatever the wind is divided by wherever the shit I'm at in my club, and I should be there in Nirvana. So Nirvana at its max hits long iron, so it could be anywhere. In a worst case scenario, I'm in Grizzly, but it seems to me like I'm in short iron here. And if I am in short iron, it's like max short iron. Which would then in turn make it minimum Grizzly. Maybe it was plus 0.1 or take off 0.1 or something. There was a very small adjustment here. Hornet, Grizzly. I'm in Max Hornet. Max Hornet is 1 per ring. I'm going to put all of it on. Everything I have. Not everything. Whatever I need to get to the cup. Trying to get as far away from that sand as possible. So 6.6 divided by 1. 6.27 rings. There's 6.27. Isn't it perfect? I can't believe that didn't clip that tree. I needed to pull it like 10% or 5%. I needed to take the, if I would have switched to 105, it was 6.27 versus 6.93. So maybe I should have just did it at 0 plus 1 or something. That might have been how it was. It was something very small. Alright. Just playing them. This is the deal. Fuck that practice shit. We're just going to go out there and play them. Let's see what we can get done. Came out. I've been playing Tour 7, so I'm going to count this as, we're going to count this as my course. Hole number 8. Let's look at the picture here. What do we get? Is this a par 3? This is a par 3. Some of these par 3s on this course are tough. Tough. What hole is this? Hole number 8. I don't remember it. That picture's not doing me any. Okay, I remember it now. There is a rough bump that you can do there, but you can't get all the way to it. APOC. I'm at mid APOC. So it's 6.8 times 1.1 divided by mid APOC is 1.7, 4.4 rings. There's 4, 4. Getting it straight up. Just laying it up there. I don't want to take any, I don't want to get any jiggy. I was hoping that I'd get a little bit of, a little more zip and the ball would roll down towards the cup. There's a plane there if it picks up enough speed, like if it had enough backspin. That'd be a great hole for, I have to see what club I was shooting right there, but once again, I think I was in driver, so this would be a great hole for a rocket. Because you could do the reverse spin like that where you're doing max backspin and max right hand side spin and you're coming up the hill, and what you're trying to do is get the ball to come to a stop and then roll down the hill. And I don't know that you could start off any higher to get any speed, so you'd have to be close to the cup. And the only club I think that has that much backspin is either a Thorn, or excuse me, a Thor's Hammer. Thor's Hammer would be really good on that hole. For sure. I think like a Thor's Hammer, we'll have to see how much my Thor's Hammer is. I think it's level 5, maybe level 6. I think it has a shit ton of backspin. I might have missed that. I did miss it. It wouldn't be around if I didn't miss a putt. It wouldn't be a week, like it wouldn't be the week. There's got to be at least one putt that I missed every week. Sometimes more than one, but usually at least one. I do have some streaks that have been going for a while, but I played for like 3 or 4 years where I had every tournament, at least in one account, I got an Albie, or I got a hole-in-one, and I had a couple week stretch couple years ago where I didn't get either. Hole number 9. Here we go. Let's look at that picture. Okay. All right. I think what I'm trying to do in my low level account is lay it up out there, but I'm fucked out laying it up. No, I think in pro we gotta lay it up. I think the smart move is to lay it up. I think if you get down there far enough, it's like that other hole. If you can get out there far enough, you're in the rough, you're taking it with your Nirvana. You can actually get a pretty good look at it if you can get into this rough right here. You actually have a pretty good look at the rough bump with the Nirvana. Use that wind. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I might get lucky and get all the way to that fairway, because we'll see. Sometimes it doesn't help to bring a bigger ball because the bounces are in different spots and you actually clip. .69, 7.5 is a ring set. So if I did 10%, that'd be a whole ring set. I'm going to push the wind back in. And I'm going to try and get it to go that direction. Hitting it perfect. We'll see if I got that lined up right. I'm going to give myself as big a bounce as possible, and I might make it over into that run where I come out that arm. So if I come out hot, I have a bunch of fairway in front of me to run into instead of trying to catch it in the middle where it's real short. But from that angle, I have a killer rough bump right through here with my Nirvana where I don't have to put a lot of spin on it, I think. And it should be, shit, from down there, it should be like mid-club. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. 1.2. I'm going to add on 20% no matter what. No matter what. And I'm not so sure it shouldn't be like 25 or 30%. I'm going to add on 30% times whatever the wind is. .5 divided by, where am I at in my club? There's max. There's mid. So I am at max. So divided by 2, 4.22 rings. .22 rings. There's 4.22. Hitting it perfect. We'll see if that was right. We'll see. We'll see how close that was. Man, that was grimly close on the front. That was grimly close. That is unfortunate that it didn't go in. I mean, I kind of felt like I mean, on that, come on, man, that would have been an awesome fucking deal. But it was over the hole, so. That was close. 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 But you could see it definitely moved me off because I barely clipped that rough. If you go back and rewind the video, I was like, I was in the rough. It wasn't like it was right directly on the edge, but it was a half a ring. It was real close in the front, so it definitely pushed me off trajectory. Might have been even closer than a half a ring. All right. We'll see if that holds. So I just got minimum score. Is that the deal? No, I dropped one. I dropped the shot. I did drop hole number 8. Was that me dicking around, or was that me just not taking the shot? I did drop hole number 8, and I did pick something up, but that's just going out and playing it from the pro tees. I really think, like, I played these holes in Tour 7, and right now is a great time to play Tour 7. I have been playing them with a Marlin, but if you go out there and play them with a katana, it does open up some, especially with the side spin, it opens up a bunch of shots, and that extra power doesn't hurt at all on, and it's not so much on the drives, it's on the second shot where that extra power really plays in. I'm thinking that if you wanted to go out there and just play it and just have one bag, I like that APOC, and I'm not so sure that I wouldn't. Like, this is where I like if we can stay over the 4 or 5 ball guide. So there's a lot of these holes where there's a lot of movement and you can flatten out your ball guide. The hammerhead's got a little bit more topspin, and topspin's one of the key things there. Not as much distance though, and that's an unfortunate deal at that level. Cataclysm, which is the big hitting boy at 3.6, and one of its better things than the big dog is the 3.2, and that 3.6 is a huge improvement over the 3.2. Horizon would be the only thing that would be up there where you'd have a 4 ball guide, and that accuracy is really not that big of a problem, especially in these higher winds, because you have to move less rings, so it's not that big of a deal. You got an 8.6 wind with a sniper, that's 8.6 rings at max club, plus if you're adding something on, but with a Horizon it'd be, 4 rings. Somewhere in there, and some change, I'm sure. What would be a good club, like an all-round if you wanted to play? I like the Guardian. You got fairly good ball guide, you got backspin available to you, and it seemed like there was a couple of those holes that having backspin available would be good. And I don't know that I was using any more than 3.5 topspin on any of them. I really think that bag, this actually should be a Goliath. But that bag might be the way to go. If I could get this Kingfisher, when this Kingfisher gets to level 7, I will use it instead. It gets like 4 or 5 ball guide, and it gets its accuracy gets bumped up to 95, and it plays really well there. I'm not sure what else it gets, whether it gets more backspin or more power or what the deal is, but it's definitely worth carrying. Definitely. Kmart sucks. Kmart sucks. That is the bag. The gold capped off with some epics. There's the round. Thanks for watching. Hopefully everybody has a great round. Hopefully looking at the pro stuff helps out. Maybe I can get, that probably will qualify, just getting minimum score. And that is exactly what we needed, although I did not get minimum score. I dropped one. That's unfortunate. You got to play minimum score, and I picked that one up. That's big. That'd be a 26, and that, I'm not sure where pro plays, but that might be like, that could put you in contention, like a top 10, top 15, maybe, I don't know. Maybe this tournament's wild and crazy. Thanks for watching.